My mind is too weary to fight on.
Ever vigilant.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Where do you need us most?
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Awaiting orders.
Hope is the first step
By the
on the
Emperor
road
it
to
shall be
disappointment.
so.
I am ready to serve.
What
Again,
is your will?
I will crush those who stand
Fear
before me.
denies faith. Understood. At your command.
What is your will?
My aim shall not falter.
Yes, most beneficent one. Here to serve. What is your will? Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. Your instructions.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Scouts reporting for duty. Scouts here. Scouts in position.
Enemy spotted.
Infiltrating
Under
scouts
fire.
reporting for duty. Infiltrating
Direct
enemy
us to the
territory.
enemy.
Land speeder ready for battle.
By the Emperor it shall
On
be
alert,
so.
brothers.
The enemy must be nearby.
Fear not the Psyker. I speak his word.
While the enemies of the
I
Emperor
stand
still
ready.
draw breath, there
I
can be
am
no
ready to
peace.
serve. Again,
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I am ready to serve. Again,
Defending
We are
objective.
the Emperor's chosen. Ever vigilant.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Infiltrating enemy territory. Infiltrating enemy territory. Infiltrating
Ever
enemy
vigilant.
territory.
faith is eternal.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Even in death, I still
Ever
serve.
vigilant.
Defending
What
objective.
would you have me do?
Your will.
Land speeder here.
Under fire.
It is better to die for the Emperor than
What's
live
your
for
order?
yourself.
Land speeder here.
What would you have me do?
What's your order?
What would you have me do? My aim shall not falter. Shall be so.
Defending
Your will.
objective.
None shall survive. Make way.
Direct us to the enemy.
Land speeder here. The machine spirit is prepared.
By the Emperor it shall
Land
be
speeder
so.
here.
At last, back to war.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 instructions.
Defending objective.
What's your order?
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. I shall obey. Build routine
Awaiting
721
orders.
Defending objective.
initiated.
Maintain attack formation.
Land speeder here.
Enemy spotted. We stand ready. Under fire.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
By the
Defending
Emperor it
objective.
shall be so.
Faith is eternal.
Yes, Lord.
I am ready to serve.
Fear denies
Again.
faith.
Land speeder ready for battle.
Ever vigilant.
My aim shall not falter.
Defending objective.
Praise the Emperor. My aim shall not falter. Today the enemy shall know fear.
objective.
Awaiting orders.
Upon arriving on Cronus, General Lucas Alexander became Governor Militant and set about reclaiming the planet for the Imperium. When his enemies launched attacks on his capital, he prepared to repel them with extreme prejudice. Experts in planetary defense, the men of the Imperial Guard were heavily dug in and fortified in Victory Bay. Any attacker would face well-armed and well-supplied soldiers, backed by powerful armored columns and artillery positions. The Guard's only real weakness was its morale. Although most soldiers served honorably, the men of the regiment's 5th Company had proven less than stalwart and were placed under command of Regimental Commissar Anton Gebet in a forward base on the northern shore of the Victoria River. Without Gebet's whip, the company and its base would surely fold. Other companies took position in forward bases in more sensitive areas, ready to drive the enemy off. Still, determined attackers could overrun those positions. Governor Alexander remained confident, however. Indeed, any opponent who made it past his forward positions would find themselves staring down the barrel of the massive Hellstorm cannon of an Imperator Titan.
Fifth Company, this is the moment of truth. You will not fear. You will not falter. You will not give a single step to the enemy.
But sir...
If you will not serve in combat, then you will serve on the firing line.
Enemies of the Imperium, hear me. You have come here to die. The immortal Emperor is with us, and we are invincible. His soldiers will strike you down. His war machines will crush you under their treads. His mighty guns will bring the very sky crashing down upon you. You cannot win. The Emperor has given us his greatest weapon to wield. So make yourselves ready. We are the 1st Cronus Regiment, and today is our victory day.
General Alexander, this is your last chance. We purge this world under the authority of the Chapter Master of the Blood Ravens. Withdraw your men to orbit, and our conflict can still end peacefully.
I have the utmost respect for the Emperor's Space Marines and their millennia service captain fuel. But my orders are explicit and come directly from Segmentum Command.
Yes, Lord.
I cannot withdraw.
Then the time for talk is over.
Build routine 721 initiated. I await your instructions.
Land speeder here.
What is your order? Maintain attack
Faith is
formation.
eternal. Your will?
Direct us.
The Emperor protects.
Under fire. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Where you need us most.
Land speeder here.
The Emperor's finest, reporting. Even in death I still serve.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Your will? We seek the enemy. We seek the enemy. Command me. The Emperor's finest, reporting.
Ever vigilant.
I stand ready. I speak his word.
Land speeder here.
I am ready to serve. The Emperor's finest, reporting.
What is your will to serve? Build routine
As your
721
command.
initiated.
Take and
Yes,
hope.
most beneficent one. What is your will? Build routine 721 initiated.
is our shield. For the
Yes, most
Emperor!
beneficent one.
Under fire!
What is your will?
Yes.
Yes, most
Ever
beneficent one.
vigilant. Fear our wrath. Onward to glory! Take and hold.
Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord.
Send a platoon to secure that
Build routine
location.
721
Executing your orders, sir.
initiated.
Awaiting orders. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Here to serve. As you wish.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire!
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Even in death I still serve. The Emperor's finest, reporting.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Where do you need us most?
By the Emperor it shall
My
be
knowledge is at
so.
your disposal.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Under fire!
Yes, Lord.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. Through discipline, we prevail. I serve.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium, for the honor of the chapter. Follow my lead. For the Emperor.
Under fire!
The Emperor protects.
Terminators ready. Deep
Praise
striking.
the Emperor.
We await your command. By his glorious name.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Under fire! The enemy fights back!
For the honor of the chapter.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours
Space
to command.
Marines! Oh, this will be ugly. First Company, hold the enemy back, no matter the cost!
My powers are yours.
Where do you need us most?
Venerate the immortal Emperor. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
Yes.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
The Emperor's finest reporting. Your will?
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
We await your command. None shall survive. None shall survive.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Yes. None shall survive.
My knowledge is at your
Today the
disposal.
enemy shall
Under
know
fire!
I am the Emperor's will made manifest. What would you have me do? My
Terminators
aim
ready.
shall not falter! What would you have me do?
My knowledge is at your
Where
disposal.
do you need us most? We seek
The
the
Emperor
enemy.
protects.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
We await your command. Yes.
The enemies
Praise
of
the
man
Emperor.
cannot stand before us! The enemies of man
My aim
cannot
shall
stand
not
before
falter.
us!
We await your command. The Emperor's finest reporting. Your will?
Fear not the cycle. My knowledge is at your disposal.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us! The enemies of man cannot stand before us!
Praise the Emperor. My aim
The
shall
enemies
not
of man
falter!
cannot stand before us!
I await your instructions.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Under fire!
I have awoken.
Yes, Lord?
For the Emperor!
I await your instructions. As you wish.
Yes. Make way!
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
There is no such thing
We
as
await your
innocence,
command.
only degrees of
By the
fear.
Emperor it shall be so. Beware the alien,
The
the
Emperor's
mutant.
finest reporting.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
My faith is my shield.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Here to serve. I await your instructions.
This day shall be a
The warriors
glorious
of
one
the
for the
Inquisition are
Imperium.
yours to command. The enemies of man cannot stand before us!
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
On alert, brothers. The
Under
enemy
fire.
must be nearby.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. We strike
Beware
with
the
the wrath
alien,
of the
the
righteous!
mutant, the heretic. The Emperor.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
There is no such thing as innocence.
What would you have me do?
Only degrees of guilt.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command. The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so.
For the Emperor!
Hope is the first step on
Now
the
you
road
will
to
see what it means to
By
face
the
the
Emperor
Imperial
shall
Guard.
be so.
Artillery,
To serve.
open
Apologary
fire!
ready.
Build routine 721
Under
initiated.
fire.
Will is undone. Today the enemy shall know fear. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Push back the front
Apologary
line, men.
Undone. We won't let you down, sir.
Regroup!
Apologary ready.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Apologary ready.
Venerate the immortal
Scouts
Emperor.
reporting for duty.
Here to serve.
Yes, my lord. Scouts reporting for duty.
Marine squad deployed.
Sergeant, get me control of those streets!
Scouts
the Emperor,
reporting for
you
duty
will
to
have it.
command.
Here to serve. As you wish.
Scouts
I
reporting for
exist to
duty.
serve. I shall obey.
Scouts ready.
Marine squad deployed.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Under fire.
Scouts in position.
Look out! Here they come! Second Mechanized Company, the enemy is at your doorstep!
Marine
Push
squad
them
deployed.
back, damn it!
Yes, Lord.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
I have awoken.
Fear not the sight.
Yes, Lord. As you wish.
I am ready to serve. Again.
What would you have me do?
I have awoken.
Fear not the sight.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need. An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I have awoken.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
He who
fire.
stands with me shall be my brother.
Take it back from the men!
Sir, yes,
Under
sir.
fire.
Is eternal.
Yes, Lord.
Getting into position. Scouts charge.
Command me. I have awoken. is eternal. I am the instrument of his will.
The Emperor protects.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates
By the
unbarred
Emperor
and
it shall
unguarded.
be so. My faith is my shield.
At last, back to war.
My knowledge is at your
At last,
disposal.
back to war.
What would you have me do? By the Emperor it shall
I
be
have
so.
awoken.
The enemies of man cannot stand before
Praise
us.
the Emperor.
I stand ready.
Under fire. Under fire.
Search commencing. On patrol.
Forward, you dogs, to victory!
Even in death I still serve.
By the Emperor it shall be
On
so.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
It is better to die for the Emperor
My
than live
faith
for
is my
yourself.
shield.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. My knowledge is at your disposal.
Scouts advance.
Here to serve. I await your instructions.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Under fire.
Charge!
The enemy has knocked out 2nd Company's fire control system.
The Emperor
Our air
protects.
support
By
is
the
gone.
Emperor it shall be
Faith is
so.
eternal.
I stand ready.
Charge!
Faith is eternal.
I await your instructions.
Fear not the Psycho.
The battlefield awaits. What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Knowledge is power.
By the Emperor
Hide
it
it
shall
well.
be so.
It is better to die for the
My
Emperor
knowledge
than
is
live
at
for
your
Squad
yourself.
deployed.
Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
Under fire.
Charge! 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 Charge!
Even in death I still serve. Moving out.
Hope is the first step on the road to
I am
disappointment.
ready to serve.
Under
Praise
fire.
the Emperor.
I stand ready.
By the Emperor it shall
Knowledge
be
is
so.
power. Hide it well.
I am the instrument of his will.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
By the
gates
Emperor
unbarred
it
and
shall be
unguarded.
so.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
At last, back to war.
Fear not the
By
sight.
the Emperor it shall
There is
be
no such
so.
thing as
At
innocence,
last,
only
back to
degrees
war.
of guilt.
Under fire.
I shall end you. I shall end you. I shall end you.
By the Emperor it shall
Praise
be
the
so.
Emperor.
My knowledge is at your
Regroup.
disposal.
Praise the Emperor. Yes, most beneficent one.
Under fire.
Fear not the Psycho.
Praise the Emperor.
Faith is eternal. I shall end you. I shall end you. I will crush those who stand before me.
Knowledge is power.
By the Emperor
Hide
it
it
shall
well.
be
Under
so.
fire.
Scouts, charge.
Apothecary here. We are the Emperor's chosen.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
By the Emperor it shall be. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
I await your instructions.
Getting into position. Gathering intelligence.
Liberators! The enemy has made it to the northern shore! Redeploy to drive them back!
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall be. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Under fire.
By the Emperor it shall be
I am ready to
so.
serve. Again.
I await your instructions.
At your command, I sense danger. We will root it out. Squad morale restored! Yes, my lord.
The enemies of man cannot stand before
Praise
us.
the Emperor. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire.
Push back the front line, men!
This day shall
We
be a
won't let you
glorious
down,
one
sir.
for the Imperium. My aim shall not falter. By the Emperor it shall be
The enemies
so.
of man cannot stand
We will
before
move
us.
ahead and mark any enemy positions. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Yes, Lord.
Fear not the sight.
I await your instructions.
By the Emperor it shall be
Scouts
so.
reporting for duty.
I stand ready.
Yes, Lord.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Under fire.
Yes, Lord.
The Emperor protects. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Under fire.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
I await your instructions.
I have awoken.
I stand ready.
Charge!
I am the instrument of his will.
I stand ready.
We're under fire! Third
By
company,
the Emperor
hold the
it shall
line!
be
The
so.
Emperor demands
Yes,
it!
most beneficent one.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Charge!
I have awoken.
At your command.
Fear not the Psyker.
Charge!
Walk
Under
softly,
fire.
then carry a big gun. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Command me.
Venerate the immortal
Faith
Emperor.
is eternal.
On alert.
The enemies of man
must
cannot stand
be so.
before us.
I have awoken. Faith is eternal.
What would you have me do? By the Emperor it shall be so. This day shall be a glorious
The
one
enemies
for
of
the
man
Imperium.
cannot stand before us.
Faith is eternal.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Command me. I shall end you.
I await your instructions.
Apothecary here.
I have
Require
awoken.
your needs. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Charge! Charge!
By the Emperor it shall be so. Walk softly and carry a big gun. Praise the Emperor.
The enemies of
By
man
the
cannot
Emperor it
stand
shall
before
be
us.
so. Protects.
Under
I
fire.
have awoken.
Walk softly
Under
and carry a
fire.
big gun.
Even in death I still serve.
The enemies of man cannot stand
Yes,
before
most
us.
beneficent
The
one.
enemies of man cannot
Build
stand
routine
before us.
721 initiated. Build routine 721
By the Emperor it shall
initiated.
be so. Praise the Emperor.
The enemies
am
of
the
man
instrument
cannot
of his
stand
will.
before us.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Command, I have awoken.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions. Build
Hope
routine
is the first
721
step on the road to
initiated.
disappointment.
It is better to die
The
for
Emperor
the Emperor than live for yourself. I shall. It is better to die for the
The
Emperor
enemies of
than
man
live for
cannot
yourself.
stand
By the
before
Emperor it
us.
shall be so.
Ever vigilant. Apothecary here.
Fear not the psycho.
Yes, Lord.
Fear not the psycho.
Here to serve.
An open mind is like a fortress with its
The
gates
enemies of
unbarred
man
and
cannot
unguarded.
stand before
Even in
us.
death I
While
still
the enemies
serve.
of the Emperor
enemies
still
of
draw
man
breath,
cannot
they can
stand
be
before
At your
us.
disposal. Do I detect
Under
uncertainty
fire.
in your purpose?
The enemies
What
of
would you
man
have me
cannot
do?
stand before
By the
us.
Emperor it shall be so. To the last, kill them all.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Here to serve.
My
The
faith
enemies
is
of
my
man
Alas,
cannot
back
stand
to war.
before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Yes, most beneficent one.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Feel my wrath. I am ready to serve. Again.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. Through the destruction of
The
our
enemies of
enemies
man
do we earn
cannot
our
stand before
salvation.
us.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721
While the enemies of the
initiated.
Emperor still draw breath, there can be no
Yes,
peace.
Lord.
The Emperor protects. By the Emperor it shall be so. May you lead us to victory.
I stand ready.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, Lord. As you wish.
The battlefield awaits.
Hope is the first
At
step
last,
on the road
back
to
to
disappointment.
Under fire.
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Build routine 721 initiated.
My knowledge is at your
Beware the
disposal.
alien, the mutant, the heretic. I serve mankind. Faith and duty. Follow my lead.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721
Today we must interrupt this
initiated.
attack. No fear.
Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate
For
their
terror.
commander.
One chance is all I need.
For the honor of the chapter.
Under fire.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve.
Faith is our shield. How can I serve? What are your needs?
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
Apothecary here.
By the Emperor it shall be
Yes,
so.
Lord.
Knowledge is power. Hide it
Yes,
well.
most beneficent one.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
How can I serve? Under fire! The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Direct us to the enemy. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. Under the battlefield awaits.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, Lord.
Apothecary here. What are your needs? What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I have awoken.
Apothecary here.
Deep striking. Deep striking.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Even in death I still serve.
How can I serve?
I am ready to serve.
Fear not the psycho.
Again.
Praise the Emperor.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
The battlefield awaits.
I have awoken.
Under fire. No servant of the Emperor shall fall. Broken. No servant of the Emperor shall fall. The fallen shall be forever remembered
Awaiting
as the
orders.
Emperor's
Morale
finest.
restored.
Direct me to the injured. Apothecary here. How can I serve?
Faith is eternal. I am ready to
So is
serve.
the first
Again.
step on the road to disappointment.
I have awoken.
The fallen shall be
Direct us
forever
to the
remembered
enemy.
as the Emperor's finest. What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered
I
as the
am the
Emperor's
instrument of
finest.
his will.
Charge!
At last, back to war.
There is no such thing as
Apothecary
innocence.
ready.
Only
Marine
degrees
squad
of
deployed.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Fear not the psycho. Fear not the psycho.
Under fire!
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Command me.
The battlefield awaits. The battlefield awaits. We are the
My
Emperor's
faith
chosen.
is my shield. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Whirlwind artillery
I
tank here.
await your
awoken.
instructions. Yes, most beneficent one. Here to serve. As you wish. As you wish.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
My knowledge is at your
On
disposal.
alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Command me.
What are your needs?
At last, back to war. I have awoken.
Faith is our shield. Weapons at ready. Under fire. It is time. Apothecary here. Apothecary here. Direct us to the enemy.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Charge!
Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose? I serve.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Beware the alien, the
For
mutant,
the Emperor!
the heretic.
At last, back to war. I have awoken.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Apothecary here. Who requires my aid? The fallen shall
It
be
is better
forever
to
remembered
die
as
for
the
the Emperor
Emperor's
than live
finest.
for yourself. I
The
shall end
battlefield
you.
awaits. Direct me to the injured.
Command me.
What are your needs? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. Under
The
fire.
Emperor protects.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
My faith is my shield.
I am ready to serve.
What are your needs?
Again.
What are your needs? The enemies of the
It is
Emperor
better
shall
to
be
die for the
destroyed.
Emperor than live for yourself. To me, my brother, even in death I still serve.
The battlefield awaits.
Praise the Emperor.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well. Hope is the first step on the road to
This day
disappointment.
shall be a glorious
An
one
open
for the
mind is
Imperium.
like a fortress with its gates unbarred.
This day
and
shall be a
unguarded.
glorious one for the Imperium.
Knowledge is power.
The
Hide it well.
battlefield awaits.
Even in death I still serve. I shall end at last back to war. I am ready to serve. Again.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Under fire.
What would you have me do?
Apothecary here. Direct me to the injured.
Faith is eternal.
Here to serve. Build routine 721
The
initiated.
Emperor protects.
Under fire.
At last, back to war.
The Emperor protects.
I stand ready.
At last, back to war.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one.
He who stands with me shall be
Fear
my
not
brother.
the Psyker.
Whirlwind here.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. I follow your battlefield awaits.
Scouts ready. Search commencing.
At last, back to war. Command me. Take me into battle. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Go, go, go! On my command, fire the Titan cannon. Fire! Begin recharge. I want that gun firing again.
At last, back to war.
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so. May you lead us to victory. May you lead us to victory.
I stand ready.
By the Emperor it shall be so. May
An
you
open mind
lead
is
us.
like
By
a
the
fortress
Emperor it
with its
shall be
gates unbarred
so.
and unguarded.
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so. Commissar Gebbet has fallen, General, and your soldiers are in open revolt. Surely you can see the end is at hand.
The blood of the Emperor's servants is on your
At
hands,
last,
Space Marine.
back to war. At last, back to war. I command me.
By the Emperor it shall
Knowledge
be
is power.
so.
Hide it well.
What are your needs?
Yes,
Time
most
for
beneficent
payback!
one. I await your instructions.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
By the Emperor it
I
shall
am
be
the
so.
instrument
The Titan
of his
cannon
will.
power grid is under attack. Redirect fire to protect it and initiate repairs.
I will ease the machine's
I have
pain.
awoken.
Just keep it
At last,
online, Tech
back to
Priest.
war.
the Emperor it shall
I'll
be
reach the
so.
immortal Emperor.
Walk softly and carry a
Under
big gun.
fire!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
I stand ready. I speak his word.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I stand ready.
By the Emperor it
It
shall
is
be
better
so.
to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. At last, back to war. I have awoken. At last, back to war.
He who stands with me shall be
Venerate the
Protect
immortal
those
Emperor.
generators, men.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Hope is the first step on the
I
road
am
to
the
disappointment.
instrument of his will. By his word, I shall end you.
Praise the Emperor.
I have awoken.
Praise the Emperor.
My knowledge is at your
By
disposal.
the Emperor it shall
It
be
is better
so.
to die for the Emperor
He who
than
stands
live
with
for
me
yourself.
shall be my brother.
I can sense the enemy. They are close.
Yes, Lord.
Under fire!
By the Emperor it shall be so. He who stands with me shall be my
Hope is
brother.
the first step on the road to
By the Emperor
disappointment.
it shall be so. He who stands with me shall be my brother.
I am under
My knowledge is
attack!
at your disposal.
Protect those
Yes,
generators,
most
men.
beneficent one. As you wish, I await
The
your
power grid is gone,
instructions.
but the Emperor
As
is
you
still
wish.
with us. Give them hell,
Yes,
men!
most beneficent
My lord,
one.
the enemy is building generators to feed
Routine
power to the
71
Titan cannon. This will
initiated.
allow them to fire the great gun.
Damnation! Attention, all troops! The enemy has control of the Titan gun. Use extreme
await
caution when
your
passing
I
through the
stand
trench.
ready. At your
Time for
command.
payback.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. Hope is the first step on the road to
Under
disappointment.
Is your will.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721
By the Emperor
initiated.
it shall be so.
The Emperor's finest reporting.
Land speeder here. Land
For the
speeder ready for
Emperor!
Under
I
fire!
have awoken.
These Space Marines are gripped by madness, men!
Yes,
They
Lord.
fight against the Emperor's holy will!
I will not be called a traitor, General.
You haven't silenced
Build
me
routine
yet, Bloodraven.
721
Faith is
initiated.
eternal. Command me. I am ready to serve. Again.
By the Emperor it shall Praise be the so. Emperor. For the honor of
There
the
is
chapter.
no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
I have awoken.
I await your instructions. Build routine 721
This day shall be a
initiated.
glorious one for
An
the
open
Imperium.
mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I shall end you.
We must disrupt this attack. Tell the Vindicare Temple to eliminate their commander.
One chance is all I need.
I have awoken.
Under fire!
At last, back to war.
Time for payback.
I have awoken.
The Emperor protects.
I am the instrument of his will.
the Emperor it shall be so.
How can I serve?
Command me. I am the instrument of his will.
By the Emperor it shall be
Under
so.
fire!
By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so. May you lead us to
I am the
victory.
instrument of his will.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
By the Emperor it shall
There is
be
no
so.
such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. My knowledge is at your disposal.
I have awoken.
Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose?
Charge!
Land Raider deployed. Land Raider at your disposal.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Fear not the sight.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Even in death I still serve. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
The enemies of man cannot stand before us. Under fire!
Fear not the sight.
Today the enemy By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Land Raider armored transport here.
I fear no evil, for I am fear incarnate. Time for payback!
Command me.
There is no such thing as innocence.
The Emperor
only degrees of guilt.
Death has arrived.
Faith is eternal.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
At last, back to war.
Land Raider armored transport here.
By the Emperor it shall be
It's the first
so.
step on the road to disappointment.
I have awoken.
Land Raider armored transport here. The
Walk
machine
softly
spirit
and
is
carry a
prepared.
big
Land
gun.
Raider at your disposal.
I shall not fail.
Land Raider armored transport here.
Hope is the first step on the
I
road to
am the
disappointment.
instrument of his will. I am ready to serve. Again.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates
By
unbarred
the
and
Emperor it
unguarded.
shall be so.
Knowledge is power.
I have
It
awoken.
will.
Even in death I still serve.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Land Raider armored
Knowledge is
transport here.
power. Hide
The
it
enemies
well.
of man cannot
It is
stand
better
before
to
us.
die for the Emperor than live
Hide
for
it
yourself. I shall end you. Even in death I still serve.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Even in death I still serve. I shall end you. I have awoken. Command me.
Walk softly and
Fear
carry a
not
big
the
gun.
psycho.
What would you have me do?
Faith is eternal.
Under fire!
I am the instrument of his will. I shall end you.
The enemies of man cannot
Hope
stand
is the
before
first
us.
step on the road to disappointment.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
At last, back to war.
What are your needs? The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Land Raider at your disposal. Whirlwind here. Land Raider at your disposal.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Faith
disappointment.
is eternal.
Under fire!
Here to serve. Here to serve. Yes, most beneficent one.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Directly to the injured.
What would you have me do? By the Emperor it shall
Fear
be
not the
so.
psycho.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Faith is eternal.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. By the Emperor it shall be so. By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated. Instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
I am ready to serve.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
I stand ready.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Land Raider at your disposal.
At last, back to war.
I will lead. The battlefield awaits.
I await your
Whirlwind
instructions.
artillery tank here.
Apothecary here. How can I serve? No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help
Here
it.
to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. Build routine 721 initiated.
Land Raider armored transport here.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
By the Emperor it
I
shall
am the
be so.
instrument of his will.
The fallen shall be
Knowledge is
forever
power.
remembered as the
I did
Emperor's
well.
finest. Under fire!
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Faith is eternal.
The Emperor protects. Today the enemy shall know fear. By the Emperor it shall be
Apothecary here. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. The enemies of man cannot stand before us. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Whirlwind here. Land Raider armored transport here.
Yes,
The enemies
Lord.
of man cannot stand before us.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Here to
Under
serve.
fire.
Build routine 721 initiated.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
I stand ready.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Yes, Lord.
Under fire.
What would you have me do?
How can I serve?
An open mind is like a fortress with
By
its
the
gates
Emperor it
unbarred
shall
and
be
unguarded.
so.
Land Raider at your disposal.
I have awoken.
command post is gone. We can't hold them back much longer. We can't allow the Titan cannon to fall into their hands. Overload the core.
For the Emperor!
When the Blood Ravens leveled the Governor Militant's palace in Victory Bay, they brought an end to a sad conflict within the Imperium. Both Captain Thule and Governor Alexander were acting under orders of their superiors, and neither could back down when those orders brought them into conflict. Captain Thule and Chaplain Nicholas went so far as to praise the slain governor for his stalwart dedication to his orders. With his death, they arranged for the transport of the surviving guardsmen off-world. Most were sent towards Segmentum Command, with testimonials that they had done their regiment proud. The Blood Ravens were less forgiving to the rebellious guardsmen of the 5th Company. Although these men had shouted their loyalty to the Emperor's Angels of Death upon the death of Commissar Gebbet, the Space Marines showed them no favor. Indeed, these guardsmen had taken up arms against their regiment, and the Blood Ravens judged them traitors to be executed.